Magellano, first and foremost, is about freedom. The freedom, obviously, to navigate and to sail longer distances, but it may be also the freedom of not having to replan your cruise if the weather conditions change. But even more so, I would say that the Magellano is freedom from fashion, from trends. The boat was conceived to be a style icon, and when we say a style icon, we mean a product that wants to be far away from fads, possibly beyond fads. And in fact, I like very much to say that the Magellano wants to be a boat faithful to her nature.
Indeed, we find many details that are memory marks of the nautical language. The evolution of the new Stilnovo project justifies it again and again. I think this is a boat of timeless beauty. This is a boat that remains elegantly beautiful today as in 10 years.
First of all, the boat was designed to welcome owners and guests in total comfort. It is a boat extremely quiet. It relies on a special hull, a hull which softens the impact on the waves. It is almost working as a shock absorber. As a result, the Magellano handles the sea very well, and it's like it sits solidly into the water and you always feel in command of the yacht. I would say that we have achieved quite a remarkable level not only of seakeepiness, but also of seaworthiness.
In this boat, you are free to move and to go around, even while sailing, with guests and children. You always feel protected, like you are in a shell. But at the same time, it's a boat that, when it arrives in the bay, wants to be a privileged area. We have a platform that rotates outward, revealing a terrace at the water's edge, and then a second terrace, a larger one, just a few steps above it. In this boat, we really wanted the view of the sea to be enjoyable at every angle.
This boat is for the true connoisseurs, probably for those who has already experienced a yachting lifestyle, and now they are more and more conscious about what they really desire, what are their specific needs. Behind this project there is a major signature. There is the signature of Ken Freeburg. Ken is a longtime friend of ours by now, and he was the one who has interpreted for the first time the Magellano style. The style of the Magellano is a style that doesn't make the yacht falling into a specific category. Probably at that time the Magellano was one of the first crossover in the yachting industry. And I remember that we took inspiration from the American Trawlers. We were willing to do a modern take of these boats, but at the same time we were fascinated by the elegant concept of the Italian Navettas. This is why the boat was conceived to offer well-being not only to the owners and the guests, but also to the crew. I think that it is really from this balance that a true authentic enjoyment of the cruise comes. It was key to separate completely the flows of the crew from the one of the owners and the guests. Because in this way the crew is able to freely operate the yacht without interfering with the life on board of the owners and guests, but at the same time they may rely their own totally dedicated and independent space.
We could manage to separate the flows through a door. So we have a door that separates the galley, the crew mess, and the crew cabins. And in this space we also have a very generous pantry. From experience we know that storage space is never enough. The interiors could only be consistent with this path. The spaces are livable, spacious. They trigger calm, comfort, voyage. The interiors have more a residential feeling, while the exteriors are more nautical one. The columns in the main saloon could be the perfect place for an art piece. And then the niches create this greater sense of depth, while at the same time they make the space warmer and cozier. And then the natural light. The natural light in this boat invades through the window, creating beautiful shadows that redesign the boat. The reflection that comes from the sea going to the ceiling is magic. On the Magellano there's also space for customization. We like a lot to go around with our owners and choose with them a special piece or maybe for a design chair that really enriches the space.
And this is why we have involved Yachtic. Yachtic is our creative Italian boutique who is supporting the clients of Azimut and Benetti super yachts since years. And the architects are really capable to support the clients with special research or with suggestions and proposals. I do think that they play a very crucial role because it is from their capability to listen carefully and to have a true understanding of which are the desires of the clients that the best results can achieve. Behind every Magellano there is the special signature of its own owner. We talk about comfort, and comfort is quietness, and it requires investments into not only advanced naval architecture, but also on technological solutions of fitting out. On the Magellano 25 meters, the owner suite, which is the true heart of the yacht, is based on what we call the floating capsule technology. It is a fitting out solution that enables basically the owner suite to be constantly dampened. In this way we are sure that vibrations which may be generated by the engines or the shaft lines are never transmitted to the interiors.
Design-wise, the owner suite is an alcove. It is conceived as an alcove. We have this headboard that really embraces you. Before we were speaking about the nautical language. In this suite we have this boiserie that goes around the bulkheads, designing organic shapes. Here even the bathroom become a design motif of the cabin with this marble block design. The owner suite is then flanked by two other double suites and a fourth guest cabin. This for every guest to find their own space.
We often remain in contact with the Magellano owners, perhaps because theirs is a very passionate choice. We have recently received feedback from the very first clients who requested the zero-emission hotel mode. He wanted to sleep anchored in the bay for the whole night, in absolute silence, and he was quite happy and satisfied about the solution. He said to us that he has even exceeded the 8 consecutive hours. So it was a good feedback that we were glad to share with the Magellano engineers. Should we conclude with a special statement, I would say that when we conceived this boat, the word compromise was not contemplated. We did not give up the possibility of long journeys on board. We did not give up on beauty.